Hey everyone, it's Natalie, also known as Knitty Natty. Welcome to a day in my life, or actually 2 days in my life, because I am going to show you a Sunday and a Monday just so you can see what life has been like here at home during this time. I love to start my day with some coffee, and then I go let little toaster out to use the restroom before I get started on anything else. This particular morning, I started working on the computer to get ready for my live that was starting later that day. And after that, I decided to do a little bit of knitting and watching YouTube myself. You can see here that I am warming up my hands before I get started crocheting. Just helps me to not feel so tight when I actually get started on my first project for the day. So we really don't have much planned for this Sunday, mostly just probably watching some movies and shows together later. But right now everyone's asleep and I am getting ready to do a YouTube live. So I'm gonna get set up here. It starts in about 5 minutes. And then after that, I might go for a short walk just to kind of burn some energy. Usually after these lives, I have like a lot of energy, and then I might hop back into bed, like on top of the bed, and watch some TV in bed and crochet. So we shall see. It just depends on what's going on with everyone else when I am done with my live, but I'll see you guys again shortly. The YouTube live went really well, and I decided to take Toaster on a short walk around the neighborhood. And after that, I decided I would do a little bit of chores. So here I am emptying the dishwasher, and in just a second, you're gonna see me pull out a Tulle kitchen Scrubby, which you can always wash in the dishwasher to sanitize it. Is it just me, or are the dishes always like still wet when they come out of the dishwasher? I use the rinse aid and I make sure to do it on heat dry, and I still have to dry off my dishes and sometimes even leave them sitting out to get them totally dry after the dishwasher. Let me know in the comments if that happens to you too, so that I know I am not alone here. Sunday is sheets day, and typically my husband Kent, who is right here, will take the sheets off and throw them into the wash for me. And then I will come in behind him and put a fresh set of sheets on the bed. There is just nothing better for me than Sunday nights, getting into a clean bed and having fresh sheets. But Kent's favorite night of the week is Saturday night, when our sheets have been like worn and slept in the most. So what about you? Do you like the night that you have the freshest sheets, or would you rather have your sheets more like worn and slept in? I'm definitely on the fresh sheets team here. Even though it was already about noon, I really wasn't ready for lunch yet, so I made myself a snack to enjoy with the rest of my coffee, and then I sat back in bed and got my crochet project out. You might be able to see the screen a little bit. I am watching Love Meg, who has a YouTube channel all about cleaning and lifestyle. I just love it. But I am particularly working today to meet a goal on my Blur shawl, which is by Deanne Ramsey, trying to get to that third color so that I can meet my weekend goals. A little while later, I decided to heat up some leftovers for lunch. We had Jamaican food on Kent's birthday and it was delicious. Takeout, of course. And then I got to work on my computer. I have a new exciting project coming up here in just a little bit, and I cannot wait to reveal it to you very, very soon. Not too long ago, I had done my calendars for the next 3 months, but given everything that's going on, they needed some updating. So I'm just here updating my content plan for the next several months. I started a workout challenge where I am walking 1 mile every day, and I'm also doing some leg exercises, which you can see here. It's super simple, and actually it's so simple that I have no excuses not to do it. So I will be recording a video and talking about that soon as well. So just yesterday I started doing DUOLINGO again, trying to learn a little more Spanish because it would be very helpful for me at work when a lot of my students speak Spanish at home and a lot of the parents speak only Spanish. It would just be really good not only to be able to communicate better, but also it would gain a lot of rapport with my students to be able to speak some Spanish. So I just started it yesterday, so I'm gonna do my daily lessons here. It only takes like 5 or 10 minutes, and yeah, I can't record it because it's on my phone and I'm recording using my phone, but maybe I'll come back with what I learned. Yesterday, I was learning like man, hombre, and woman, mujer, but I spoke French, or I learned French. I don't speak French in college and high school, and so it's hard for me to say mujer instead of like mujer, or whatever. I don't know. I can't say either of them, but I try to do it without adding French rules and just think about Spanish. Hombre, mujer. I don't know. It's hard for me. Okay, so today I learned some common phrases to communicate, like lo siento and por favor and pardon, which I still don't really know what that means. I don't remember that one because I got it wrong. What else did I learn? I learned gracias, and then I had to speak into it, and it wouldn't give me like lo siento. I said lo siento Juan, and it wouldn't give me Juan until I said Juan. So I am getting better at speaking it a little bit. So every day a little bit more. So later in the evening, after I took a nice long walk, a little bit of that with Toaster, I decided I would take a bath. I think it's a good time to tell you guys that even though I've shown you lots of like relaxing and fun moments from this day, this was actually a really hard day. There was a lot of just negative stuff going on in my life. But I am going to put a mask on before I get in the bath. This pumpkin enzyme one is super, super great. It's my favorite. And my skin is just horrible right now. It's actually really hard to see it in the camera because I never really get to see just how bad it looks from that angle. It's just really, really, really acne prone right now. I'm using a bath bomb that is homemade. I will try to link the recipe below. It is the best, so moisturizing, but I will see you guys tomorrow. Good morning. It is now Monday morning, and it is just about to be 7:00 a.m. I just finished getting ready, and before I go downstairs and wake everyone up by talking, I figured I would tell you what today has in store. So Monday is definitely my busiest day as far as work goes. I have Zoom meetings starting at 9 and ending at 2 o'clock with about an hour break in there. So yeah, pretty busy, but I will definitely be taking my knitting with me, especially my simple knitting, while I'm on those Zoom meetings, because I will be mostly listening. And this morning, before I go and do any work, I just get to have a couple hours of just time to drink coffee and ease into the day after I take out the trash and do a couple other chores. So let's get started on this busy day. This morning brought to you by coffee. Seriously, I love having coffee as part of my morning routine. It is just the best. Now, since I didn't have a video going up this morning, I had plenty of time to just knit on my shawl until it was time to work. So we are having a quick little break in between meetings, and it is kind of windy and gloomy and loud out here. So I don't know how well you'll be able to hear me, but I was gonna take a picture of this little design that I'm working on for a yarn sock. And I was motivated to start working on it again when somebody asked me yesterday if I had finished it. So I'm gonna get some pictures here and probably use this as my Instagram post for today, but I'm gonna stop talking because the wind is blowing in. So my meeting ended up getting cut short, so I decided I would do a little bit of laundry. Whenever my laundry basket is full, I just go ahead and throw in a load of clothes. It helps me stay on top of it. Now, as a married couple, I feel like we have this argument about laundry. When I was growing up, I literally did laundry with free and clear detergent, and that's it. And now my husband has me adding in all of this like fabric softener and color bleach and all of this stuff. I don't really know if it's needed, but it does make our clothes smell good. What do you guys put in your laundry? Are you simple, or do you add a ton of stuff? I really don't know what I like best. Now that I had some chores going, I felt like I could go ahead and sit down at my computer and do some work. I here am inputting some different statistics from the work that my students have been doing on the computer. I just keep track of their minutes so that I can reward them for the hard work that they're doing at home. I had a really yummy leftovers lunch before my next meeting began. Just a few minutes into my meeting, the sky got dark and it just really started storming like crazy, so I had to go peek outside, of course. But here I am binding off the my little design that I'm trying to figure out and trying an I-cord bind off. So I'm about halfway through I-cord bind off here, and I wanted to try it on and see how it fits. What do you guys think? I think it might be a little bit big, but I'm gonna keep working on some more prototypes. After my midday meeting, I needed a little bit of a reset, so I decided to take Toaster on a walk, also because it had just finished raining and I knew it was gonna rain more later in the afternoon. Our neighborhood gets seriously so flooded, I had to change my shoes and socks once I got back home. By this time, my laundry had dried. Actually, it had been sitting in the dryer for just a little bit, so it was time to go ahead and take it out and take it upstairs to fold it. I like to just dump all of my laundry out first, and I still needed to fold up the sheets that were from yesterday. I am obsessed with folding fitted sheets. Once I learned how to do it, I just love being able to make such a nice, perfect little rectangle. I will definitely share how to do this in another video, so just stay tuned for that. Several years ago, before it became this massive trend, I read The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up by Marie Kondo. So I definitely fold all of my clothes Marie Kondo style, but my husband, he likes all of his clothes hung up. So we definitely do our laundry in different ways that work for us. I decided to make myself a snack because I was getting kind of hungry. What I really wanted was a brownie, and I thought maybe my body just needs something a little sweet and a little protein. But watch what I'm about to do here. Oh my goodness. Well, anyway, can't all be perfect, but I did make myself some apples and peanut butter, and it was delicious. I don't think Toaster has had his chance to be in this video, so I can always convince him to be in the camera when I have some peanut butter. This is the only treat that he gets because he has a sensitive stomach, and so I love to give him just a teeny bit of peanut butter whenever I am making myself something. So I'm about to sit down and edit everything that I have gotten filmed today. And I have my snack that I've almost completely destroyed here. But just like yesterday, today ended up being nothing like I thought it was gonna be. When I started work this morning, I thought I had hours of meetings, and they all ended up getting sort of like changed from meetings into office hours to give teachers more work time. And since I'm not a classroom teacher, my workload looks a lot different than the teachers do right now. So I just tried to make the best of it, do what I could, communicate with parents and students in any way that I could think of. It gave me a little more time to work on my YouTube channel and my pattern, which was great, but it also made me feel a little like lost in the sense of like, what should I be doing right now? So that's another reason why I just needed to stop and get a snack, and I'm gonna sit down and edit the footage that I have so far from the day. But whenever I find myself kind of going like, what do I do next? I keep reaching for my phone and pulling up like Instagram or games. I'm like, all right, stop. What is one thing you can get done right now? Let's do that for like 15 minutes. So that's the stage that I'm in right now, trying to find a focus for today. And then once I feel like I have done all that I need to do, even if it's like 5 p.m., because it's only like 4 right now, I'll shower, I'll put my pajamas on, and it'll be the end of my day. That's kind of how I like to do things. So yeah, let me see what I have already for the day, and we'll see what we can do next. If you're enjoying this day in the life video and you're like, I need more, I love watching the vlogs, I have Vlogmas from both 2019 and 2018. That's 25 days of vlogs. So I will make sure to link those below if you just need to watch some more vlogging. So I'm a little biased, but Toaster is like the cutest dog ever. He has this toy that he just loves that squeaks, and we have to keep it put away so that he doesn't squeak while we are working. But he loves it, and he will just run around like crazy squeaking the toy. If you love Toaster too, make sure that you give this video a thumbs up and come over to Instagram if you want to see more pictures of him on my stories. At this point in the day, it's about 6 p.m. and I have been editing video on my phone for several hours. Not just this video, I have some other things in the works that I can't wait to share soon. But here I am getting onto my computer just to make some images and thumbnails to implement some new things that I've been learning about YouTube over this sort of new period. Now, I wanted to say break, but it's really not a break. So over this new time of getting to spend more time at home. Well, I think that will just about wrap it up for today's day in the life vlog, but I wanted to leave you with one final thought. So in this time, it can be really hard to be hard on yourself and feel like you're not really accomplishing anything, or you're just kind of like wandering around not knowing what to do next. And just doing this whole little vlog, I was able to get some perspective like outside of myself, I felt like, because I was able to look back at my day and really see that there were a lot of things that I was getting done that have a lot of value. Let me switch hands here. So kind of just to encourage you, like if you feel like you're not doing much or not getting anything done, any small thing that you do, that knitting project that you are working on every day, taking walks, I mean, everyone who is at home homeschooling their children, like you are doing an amazing job. So I just wanted to say that before hopping off here. But I will see you guys on Thursday for Love and Stitches episode, I think 57. And I will see you again very soon. Bye!